Okay, so we're gonna react to top 5 movie villains versus the actual villains. I want to see how this go along. We're gonna react to like part 1 all the way over to how many parts it's gonna end. So I want to see how this gonna play out.
Many times we watch a movie and they show us the portrayed villain. But many times I've seen movies where the hero or the portrayed good person is actually the real villain. I'm Didi Conway, and for this top 5 countdown, we'll look at the movie villain versus the character that I believe is the actual villain.
I bet. I'm gonna say all that shit unless I have like amount of seasoning and chicken and shit.
And the person they portrayed as the villain was Terry. They made us feel like Terry was just a bougie ass chick that loved to flaunt around her job to her family.
I'm an ATM. Automatically Terry's money.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
In all reality,
I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching this movie when I was younger, at first I always believed that Terry was the villain because of how she was acting and thinking that she's better than everybody because she got money and everything, and then try to chastise folks for not doing this, that, and the third when she's not even helping. When she's trying to help and trying to try to weaponize that against the folks in her family. But me growing up now and looking back at it and me watching this movie like as an adult, I realized that her like Terry's whole entire family was basically the villain, because it's like they expect her to pay for everything, but yet they don't. But yet when it comes to the family, they don't really do shit. They just take advantage of Terry, and basically did Terry dirty and whatnot. Especially when the sister ended up just stealing her man, which led up to them being married in the future and whatnot. And it's basically they treating Terry like a machine, like an ATM machine. So yeah, I believe. Yeah, me personally, I believe that the family is the real victims.
her doing that was because her whole family.
Oh, and on top of that, we're basically like the Terrys in this world. Once you think about it, every time we make a lot of money, you got a lot of folks like doing handouts and shit.
Was fucking trash, and it was essential reality. Her doing that was because her whole family was fucking trash, and it was essentially like the one thing that she kind of had over them. Her family was the real villains, especially Big Mama, extra big back ass. Family trash as hell. Her sister took her dude in high school, went and started a whole family with him.
Yeah, that was OD.
Volunteering her money like it's y'all's.
I felt that Terry and Miles could pay for everything, and then maybe we could pay you all back in installments.
Installments? You crazy?
Broke ass behavior.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Then she at work slaving and shit, and the nigga she with now cheating on her with cousin Faith. Man, Lil Bob ass.
You know what?
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, even though cheating is wrong, I don't condone that shit, and I don't like when people be cheating. Which I'm about to say is not justifiable, but Terry really hasn't been supportive when it comes to her husband's career and dreams that he wanted to do. But cousin Faith, she was way supportive of his dreams and also his needs. It's like to the point where it's like low key. Faith kind of did save him from a broken relationship, even though cheating is not great and whatnot, and I don't condone it, but at the same time, it's like I kind of get where the husband's like coming from.
The family fucked my husband.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Then Big Mama allowed Terry to pay for shit, knowing that her brother was fucking loaded with money upstairs.
Big Mama really did have a pile of money hidden away, and she had a stash in the last place we all think to look, Uncle Pete's TV.
Nigga money.
And not only that, she enabled everybody's behavior toward Terry or in other situations where she should have stepped in and said something.
Oh, hold on.
Situations where she should have stepped in and said something.
What the hell is the damn ex doing at the wedding in the first place? Damn, she got a fat ass though. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfucker Malik Pfeiffer lucky as fuck. But damn, anyway. what the hell is the ex doing at the wedding in the first place? It's like that's like a toxic marriage once you think about it, because you got both exes from both parties being invited at the wedding. You got this chick grinding on him.
I wanna fuck some.
This man,
And then you got the daughter. You got the bride ended up inviting her ex over, and then stuffed the goddamn money in her bra. Well, not her bra, but just down her chest and whatnot. It's like it's a messy situation, but nobody is addressing that. Well, nobody addressing the Malik Pfeiffer's character that, but they decided to address the sister's ex about it, if I'm not mistaken.
dancing with the hoes.
I wanna fuck some.
This man dancing with the hoes at his wedding reception. And you start dancing with him too, man, y'all can peacemake these nuts. I need to put Big Mama ass in a pack.
He'll still be alive right now if you
It's gonna be a big ass pack to be able to create.
Titanic. Although Rose's husband was seen as the villain in this movie, and he indeed was a shitty person.
Damn.
Oh, this little slut, isn't it?
Gotcha, bitch.
And hell, you could throw Rose's mama in there too. Rose was the real villain. Rose was set to get married and decided to mess off with Jack. And yes, I understand Rose's mama was shitty because she basically wanted her daughter to marry for money and didn't care what came with it.
That sounds like some gold digging hoe shit.
I don't care. You still let this nigga Jack die, knowing there was room on that damn board, or whatever it was. Next up at number 3, Friday After Next.
I want to see where this is going.
And in this third installment of the Hood Classic, Friday After Next portrays freaky nigga Damon.
God damn.
Hell, nigga, you gay.
And crackhead Santa. And hell, I'll throw Miss Pearly nasty ass in there too. He portrays them as the villain.
I did not. It took me at least until I was like 24 to realize that was Ricky Smiley playing as that Santa. It literally took me that long for me to realize Ricky Smiley was playing as the damn Santa. Oh my goodness. And Terry, what he did, he nailed that role, but for some weird reason, that's probably why some dude literally smacked him on his ass when he was talking about it. He probably saw the movie and thinking that's his opportunity because he thought he was gay in that gay in real life of what he betrayed. Let me shut up.
But the real villain was Day-Day weak ass.
Holy moly, donut shop.
Bruh slept through a whole fight of his cousin, yelling for help while getting his ass whooped.
Damn.
You act like you ain't hear that shit.
bitch.
Boy started to let the top flight security go to his damn head,
We top flight security of the world, Craig.
talking crazy with that weak ass whistle, which made him say crazy shit to the wrong people, including these old ass ladies.
I want you to know who you talking to, too.
I mean, he was doing his job once you think about it,
Wait a minute, Daddy. You can't talk to these old ass ladies like that.
but not
Which
how
eventually
he was supposed to.
led them to getting chased by some gangsters. And they boss got that ass whooped by the gangsters for no damn reason.
Well, when you see him, you tell him we said this.
And ultimately, they ended up being fired. You can't tell me bro wasn't trying to get back at him for next Friday. Since we're already on the Friday franchise, this leaves me to number 2.
But is Day-Day really the villain, though? I feel like the real villain is their boss for trying to kill these folks into selling them nasty ass donuts filled with flies. Now that's the real villain.
Being Friday, the first installment of the franchise. They showed us Debo as the villain, and he truly was that. Baby Seal looked mad, nigga. But I couldn't help but figure that Smokey was the biggest villain.
God damn!
Smokey was a terrible fucking friend, bruh. No arguments to be held. chilling with your best friend, but almost got Buddy killed for playing with big worm emotions.
I'm gonna have to fuck you up, Smokey. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
Yeah, how you gonna end up involving me into some shit that you the one that could got yourself into? Like, you tell me to you got me to smoke weed that's not even your weed in the first place. That's big worms. And then on top of that, after I finish smoking it all, you going to end up telling the motherfucker that I was part of the reason why this weed is going. And now you got me involved with some dangerous shit that I probably can't even come back from. Yeah, like that was some fuck shit.
This nigga smoking up all the product. Then your trash ass told that both of y'all was smoking it when you should have just said you was smoking that shit. Then you got Felicia ass beat because you stole that $200 from Debo, so he thought it was her.
You see why I said you have to tell us before you leave the house? Look at your face! Look at your face!
Which made Debbie speak up, get her ass mollywopped too.
I'm not a man, otherwise I kick your ass myself.
Which made Craig step up.
That's a female.
But come to think about it, once you think, like, looking back at it, you gotta realize that Craig got the cheeks at the end too, from after whipping Debo's ass. That's kind of like a win and lose situation once you come to think about it.
Shut your little punk ass up, nigga, before I drop you like I did this bitch.
And ultimately, you know, Craig had to run to the suburbs, but truthfully, another real and probably the biggest villain was Ezel. Had he not taken them fucking boxes, Craig wouldn't have been fired, and they probably wouldn't have been on that porch that day. And next up at number 1, Baby Boy.
$40.
And of course we know, watching Baby Boy, that the villain was Rodney.
You sound real hard on the phone, nephew.
But I believe the real villain was Yvette, and Jody both were the real villains, if we being real.
Woman and the other hoes is tricks. I make love.
But Yvette was worse though.
But I fuck other females from time to time. I don't know why, I just do it.
Jody indeed was a piece of shit. Taking your girl to get an abortion, never really trying to do shit in life, and, you know, get mad at your mama because she got a dude in the house.
Well, she did put her hands on him though.
But Yvette was the biggest piece of shit, bro. This is my opinion. You kept in touch with your ex in jail, telling him all your relationship issues with the dudes you with now. Honestly, making him feel like he had a chance. And had she not kept that situation going, he wouldn't have felt comfortable even coming to your crib, pulling up to that bitch after he got out of jail, disrespecting your son. And he shouldn't have even, had your address in the first place, which caused further tension. And it's real shit what happens in situations now. Like, people get killed because of this type of shit. The whole time we looking at the movie and we looking at Jody as a piece of shit, but Yvette she put herself in some crazy predicaments too. Why the fuck does this nigga have your address?
That's the shit that I don't get. That's the shit I don't get. If we end up being together, no matter like if we go have our ups and downs, why the hell would you end up contacting your ex in jail, telling him all my business that it only should be between me and you, and then have this motherfucker come spend the night? Well, not spend the night, but he the one that forced his way to the apartment. But you the one that kept in contact with him. If that was me, I would have dead the relationship. We could be co-parenting, but we ain't gonna speak to each other unless it's like about the kids. But I can agree with that. Yeah, but at the same time, Jody is a piece of shit though, because he still got in contact with his ex. But at the same time, it's for that, like him having a kid with the ex too. That's understandable. But Yvette, yeah, she's the worst. That's the difference. Jody's already on the safe side with that, but Yvette, she didn't have a kid with Rodney, so she should have no business contacting him whatsoever.
Trash.
Yep. That shit was crazy. I never realized like the villain's word until you pointed it out. That shit was a banger.
You can run, you can hide, you can bite, you can bark, but at the end of the day, you cannot escape from the dark. This world is hell, so what can you do? Positive power and protest is not enough to eliminate the wickedness that's cruel. Like robbing hardworking folks for their money and killing innocent people with the lack of accountability. Corrupt cops locking a black person up for a small crime, but let a white person off for the murderous crimes for show. Difficult situations is hard, but life is a lot harder. Experiencing both, it may be tough. Evil people's out to do evil things. It's best for you to mind yours and stay in your lane. But yo.